On a windy Thursday night in Westwood, we welcome you to Easton Stadium for the second game of our doubleheader on Big Ten Plus. It's the nightcap. Number 9, UCLA, taking on the Tritons of UC San Diego as the Bruins look to sweep the Big West in this non-conference showcase. Hello, everybody. She's the UCLA All-American catcher, Charlize Palacios. I'm Jonah Malkin, delighted to be with you. Well, we just saw
up to see against Jada Cecil. She was able to keep the Bruins at bay when she did pitch against us and put up a really good game. And I think along with her stats, that's what kind of caught the eye of Coach Kelly Inouye Perez to be able to pick her up for the Bruins squad.
Yeah, it's a great...
Had a 2-hour bus ride before this, too,
right.
to think about that. So it is, you have to really mentally lock in if you're UCSD right here to be able to face a Bruins team that did just run roll another team before you. So you almost have
a seasoned vet over there. Shot into the opposite field. It's a pop-up to Caitlin Terry in right. And that sparks a look at the defensive layout. Yeah, a little celebration for KT. Jimenez flies it into center. Charging is Clements. And they will end the inning. So
and wins here at home.
Taking on Claire Adams, the junior. Not the typical day one starter. Normally India Caldwell is the ace for UC San Diego as Clements draws. Last started game 2 at Cal State Bakersfield in their last series. Pohl lays down the bunt. It's going to try to beat out the throw and does. Advances Clements to second. It's alone. Induced a lot of misses as she is able to flex one into right. Not much Zara Wasserman can do. There's a throw back home and she is safe. Clements got a good beat on it. A valiant effort from Emma Yumimura over in right to try and cut her off, but it's an RBI single for Woolery to open up the scoring for UCLA.
With the foot speed of Jess Clements at second base, you have to expect that she's going home on this ball, and you just have to kind of deliver a quicker moving ball. I feel like maybe if it was cut, it could have been a little closer, but it run to score, so there was a safer chance that she would make it to home plate.
Grant lines one into left. It's going to take a bounce just in front of the wall. That's going to score both, and she's able to slide in safely into second. Grant cooking here in the first. It's a 3-0 game on the 2 RBI double.
And deliver she did. She was able to get that ball deep in the zone. We saw her hit a similar ball and just scorch the wall last game, and she does the same thing here. She's able to fall short of the wall, but still be able to just get 2 RBIs in that double right there.
Showing off the wheels a little bit too, digging for 2 first.
From the very first time Riley Slimp was taking BP with the team, she just looked like a confident hitter. She was hitting balls out of the park, and she just, although right there she struck out, she's been able to deliver really.
And Ramirez with a knock up the middle. And that's the difference between Lauren Hatch and perhaps Megan Grant. Thought about turning for home, was held up at third. Very athletic move, yes.
Like, although she had tumbled, she was able to recover.
Grant goes right back up the middle with it. It's going to score Grant easily. And they've pushed across another run. 4-0 lead. Maggie Daniel, she's a vital piece of this team, needing to see a couple of base hits go through. We know what she provides defensively, but it's this side of the ball where if she can continue to contribute, she'll be an indispensable, and she's already indispensable, but she'll really be an indispensable part. What a pick over by Nishimura at second to take down Kate Blunt for out number 2.
And Kate Blunt hit the screws out of that ball. She hit it really hard, but that was close to her body, so she laid out for it to make sure that she...
And Ramirez didn't go. Terry laid that bunt a little too far in front, and the defense takes advantage, but UCLA puts up a crooked number in the first. They're selected to finish 6th in the preseason coaches poll in the Big West this year. Another full count, and Cecil gets the call. It just, despite losing 2 of 3. But that time, Cecil climbs the ladder with the rise ball. It clips into the glove of Maggie Daniel. That's strike out. And Cecil strikes out the side. 2 victims looking. Tech pitcher now at Oregon, number 2 ERA in the country. That'll be fun. And a swing and a miss. Claire Adams is able to strike out Clements to begin the second.
She wasn't able to make contact with right there.
And Pola rips one up the middle. 1-out single for Savvy, who was the ultimate baker, putting on the final cherry on top of game 1 early.
I like to call them the phenomenal freshmen. They do so well with this Bruin lineup here.
Took a nasty hop, escaping Jaden Hill. Pola is going to be waved home, rounding third and scoring. And Woolery, 2 for 2, driving in runs. The junior has helped spark this 5-0 lead here in the second.
Little smile from Savvy Pola, having to run from first all the way to home. Coach Lisa waving her all the way around, but great piece of hitting by Jordan Woolery to be able to just strike this ball really well. Took a nasty hop, like you said, and took a weird bounce off the wall as well to be able to let Savvy Pola trudge home.
Rave about this freshman class, as they should. But it's been there since day 1, as that is going to get away from Hermosillo. That might go down as a passed ball as opposed to a wild pitch. 26 chances. She had 117 putouts, 0 errors, just 1 passed ball. So that experience had kicked in as Grant draws a walk and places runners at the corners for UCLA.
Field gotten the reps, but you're seeing this from a freshman who has come in and worked with Bubba Nichols in the outfield to be able to get herself ready for that outfield
goes.
position.
The throw is too high. The rethrow back to third is late, and the Bruins capitalize again on some throwing errors. They push the 6th run across, and it's been all UCLA in the early going. And the Tritons look a little flustered defensively right now, as that was just a little too high. It looked like there wasn't quite as much communication with Elise Nishimura and Jaden Hill. Not sure who exactly that throw was. List goes on and on. 3-1 to Slimp. Shot up the middle. It's controlled by Nishimura. It will score Pinedo, though, and it's a 7-0 game.
Just like they play in.
Takes a 1-hop to Jaden Hill and is able to gun her down to end the inning. But the Bruins follow up their 4 spot in the first with another 3 spot in the second.
CSD as well, but like you mentioned, when the franchises are put in the right place and they're able to give them the right resources, they do excel.
Season as a member of the Division II. And Cecil gets another victim looking. That's strikeout number 5.
Thought process and loves to go to the pitcher's strengths, but also challenges them a lot during live situations.
Chip to third, 1 out to second, and the relay is not in time, but they do cut down Nishimura for out number 2. And right back up the middle, and Cecil with the flip to Grant. So she collects another strikeout. She's got 5, and the senior has
caught Maggie Daniel by surprise a little bit. Really pretty pitch.
Daniel lays off, but not in the eyes of Smokey Eds. Thought she went around it, and as fate would have it, she's up right now. High chopper to short. This is going to be a long throw for Hill across, and she cannot make the play. And an infield single for Kate.
For the Stars, aiming higher and just always having that thought process of getting 1% better every single day.
One out to second. The relay is not in time, but they do cut down Blunt for out number 2.
Very close.
Osteen's going to go. Terry's going to go. And is able to get the swipe. I think there was... It's kind of a malaise over the crowd from what happened the last at bat, as that is going to chop through to short, and the throw is a little high. The relay home is not there. Terry showing off the athleticism to avoid the tag and make this an 8-0 game.
Caitlin Terry showing off the swim moves.
How did she slide underneath that potential throw?
You saw Liesel raise her hand saying like, yes, KT.
That is unbelievable. Because the throw was made so far in a
piece of the jersey getting hit, and I think you see it right there, yeah.
And that's why I thought before she was able to get the hand down, it looked like she got the stomach.
Decipher that.
Better to allow the play to stand if you're an umpire, and it stays. Wow.
That is a tight view too. I think Caitlin Terry got through by this.
Makes it an 8-0 score. As Pola flies one into left, and Ang is there to make the catch. The Bruins threatening to again close in on a mercy rule win.
That's when you want your defense on lockdown. So them taking a few losses early in the season isn't the worst thing because they get to learn from it.
Pop up to Blunt. And there's one gone here in the 4th. Each and every single game. 2-2 from Cecil, a wave and a miss. And she cuts down Jimenez for strike for out number 2. To enter into the rotation in some of the crucial games down the stretch. The payoff gets her to swing, strikes out the final 2 that she sees. Punch out number 7 on the night for the senior. Up off. 4 of the 5 losses have come within 1 run and past the 6th inning as Jordan Woolery is able to flex it up the middle for a leadoff single. Only 1 loss, and that just came on the road at Iowa. And Grant again shoots one into the gap in left center just like she did earlier tonight. Off the wall, Woolery to third. And the 2 biggest bats for UCLA trying to add some insurance runs here in the 4th.
Find her swing. That's what's important right now.
Soft roller to DeMars at third across the diamond for out number 1. Gave a little look off to Woolery. 1 gone here in the 4th. Hits it right back up the middle. Great look off again for Christian, and is able to throw her out for the 2nd out.
I was hesitant.
And she said it's fluid. She admitted, as we talked about day to day, because so many bring a different element and dimension. As that is rocketed up the middle, that's going to score Woolery, and again, Megan Grant slamming on the brakes. Mujica heads up base running, is able to take second. It's a 9-0 game as Mujica delivers up the middle.
Yeah, she just smoked that ball past the pitcher. There was no way that she was going to be able to stop that. And it looks like the ball bounced off Hermosillo pretty hard. Luckily, Megan Grant was kind of at full break mode and not going home at all, but if someone's ready.
Brings a lot of confidence. 1 hop to short. Again, a long throw for Hill and an excellent snag for Zara Wasserman. But the Bruins tack on an insurance run. Last chance coming up for the Tridents when we return. Bad loves the Padres. You'll like this, Charlize, her favorite player, Fernando Tatis Jr. I know you saw their home opener at Petco Park a couple weeks ago.
Definitely was there.
As she draws a leadoff walk.
Ball's on out their hands. I mean, they get the iPad as soon as they step into the...
That's going to roll fair, and a little flip from Cecil to Grant cuts her out for the first out. Wasserman does take...
Spinning. It is a bait pitch for Jada Cecil.
Gets her to swing. Goes around it. On 3 pitches through Easton Stadium. Looking for win number 34. And it just flares over the head of Kate Blunt.
Able to compete against her old team and also other teams as well.
1-2. Strikes her out. A scintillating game from start to finish. A near no-hitter for Jada Cecil, but a tremendous effort in the mound. Strikeout number 9 as the Bruins improve to 34-5. Was 1 strike shy, but to your point, Charlize, a sterling performance from Jada Cecil, who was looking for a big performance like this, and she got it here tonight.
And the Bruins were now able to tie their record of mercy rules on a season. So now they're at 21 mercy rule wins, and it's big for the Bruins to be able to win 2 midweek games, a doubleheader on a Tuesday, come back from a long weekend and be able to slam the door on 2 teams from the Big West.
To your point, 21 mercy rule wins, as you said, ties the most in program history, but more importantly, they get the win. That'll do it for us here.